Hey, this is Christine, your DIY craftaholic. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and if you are new, welcome. I'm so happy you decided to join me here today. This video is a part of the First Friday Open Challenge. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I'm sharing 3 wood DIYs, so let's jump right in. For this one, I'm using one of these Dollar Tree Wreath rail. So I had this roll of deco mesh in my stash and I'm using up what's left of it. And I just took that and wrapped it around my little cutting board, and that weighs measures 7 inches. These are all the pipe cleaners. I had a little brain freeze there for a moment. So I'm just cutting this or these in 3 pieces, and then I'm separating the deco mesh. I'm going to be using 2 each because this is all I have. I'm just using up what I had, and I'm just do them like that, and took a piece of the pipe cleaner and just wrap that around, and I did that until I was done. Now I got 7 bundles, I believe. Now I wanted to give the rail a different color, so paint it with this Folkart tea rose. Then I'm going to apply my Mod Podge to the top or to the truck, and I'm only doing the truck. I'm not going to do the rabbits. And then dry that just enough where I can place the napkin down and it doesn't get all soggy. So I remove the bottom layer and then I place that on top. Then I use my heat press and the parchment paper to reactivate the Mod Podge. Then here I'm removing the excess. And then I decided to use the lighter method to burn that off. But once the excess or a little of it was burnt off, I decided to go in with the emery board to just rub that down a little bit. And I found that this gave me better results than the burning technique. And once I got that all rubbed down, I am now going to paint the bunnies with apple barrel, Concord grape, and Waverly moss. Now they're painted and dried. I went in with my metallic white marker from Dollar Tree, and I'm just shading in the ears on both bunnies. And then I gave them eyes. Now that was coming out, the rail was a little too pink after I placed the deco mesh on top of it, so I decided to paint it with 1 coat of white paint, and then that dried. I'm now assembling the bundles. I had to separate them and put them together and give me 3 even bundles, so that's what I did. I'm not sure if I showed you that, but I did that. And now they're all secured tightly. I wrapped them at the back. So if you are enjoying the video so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join my craftaholic family. And now I'm going in with some Mod Podge to seal the napkin, and I'm using the sponge because if I use the brush that would have just caused abrasion, and I didn't want that. I then dried it. The color of the pipe cleaner was showing, so I took my beads again and used the miter shear to just cut those in halves and glue them over that orange color thingy that was showing. And that also is to give me a base for the rabbits to glue on, because they would have been falling all the way in the middle if I just glued them on the deco mesh just like that. So I took the pink one, glued him right there, and the yellow one, glued him right there. And then I took another of my burlap bow, trimmed that down somewhat, and glued that in the middle. Trim down the little fuzzies from the deco mesh. I took a piece of jute, made a little hanger, just enough where it won't show all the way through the windows of the truck, and that's done. Now this is the First Friday Open Challenge, hosted monthly by Lisa from our Grey House. And this month we have two guest hosts. We have Mom from Creative DIY with Mom Does, and Connie from Connie's Creative Creations. Now links for these ladies' channels will be in my description box below, as well as the playlist. Now we're moving on to DIY number 2. Now this is a welcome sign from Dollar Tree and my paint pens. I didn't want the paint to bleed through on the wood, so I coated it with a light coat of Mod Podge. And as you can see in the corner there, I was testing it out on that piece of wood. And then I took the paint pen. Now this is looking blue, but it's actually purple. Not sure why it's looking, the camera doesn't do it justice. So I'm painting that, and I am going along the wood grain. Now you have to make sure that you run along the wood grain, because if you go against the wood grain, then it's going to bleed. In addition to the paint pen, I use some of the acrylic paints that I have been using, and I am just having fun with this. So I got all of that painted, and for the boots I applied some Waverly antique wax and then wiped that off. And then dried it. And for the planter in the middle, I used some Waverly moss to paint that. And then the green marker, I used that on the leaves. And then for the stem, I used the antique wax again, just lightly. Now I took my fine tip marker and I wrote on the words, "Take off your," and I placed a little arrow that represented the shoes. And then for the planter, I said, "Plant seeds of love." And for the rake, I added, "And reap." Now it should read, "Take off your shoes, plant seeds of love, and reap." And then I applied some Mod Podge once that was dry. And that's basically it for this one. More in the final reveal. Now for the last DIY, another of Dollar Tree wood spring sign. This says, "Life is beautiful." Now I'm going to be painting the flowers with the paint pen and a moss I used on the jug. And as you can see, I used some Mod Podge on that before I actually put the paint down. And I'm painting out this surface. And where I could not get the larger brush to go, I am now using the fine tip brush to just fill out those areas. Now I'm going in with the paint pen and I'm painting the "Life is" with the yellow. And then the flowers, I'm doing those in different colors, as you can see, or as you will see. And then for the leaves, I used the green as well as some Waverly moss, just watered down just a little bit because I didn't want them too brown. And for that little twig, I gave that a little yellow, just lightly. And then I dried them. And I'm going in with the tea rose in the middle of the flowers. And then I just took the different colors and gave them some strokes. So if you are new to my channel or coming over from the playlist, welcome. I am so happy you joined me here today. Here on my channel, I do DIYs on a budget, dupes, look for less, and some occasional Dollar Tree shopping hauls, which I haven't done in a while. But if you like budget-friendly DIYs like these and you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and be sure to hit that notification bell. Hit it again and select all so YouTube notifies you whenever I upload new videos. And also be sure to like, share, and comment down below because I enjoy reading your comments. And liking and sharing does help the YouTube algorithm to suggest my videos to more viewers like yourself. Now let's get back into the video. And colored in my butterfly in different colors. Now this was very therapeutic, I must tell you. And it's done. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I then took some Mod Podge and applied that just to seal everything in. And then take one of my little bow here, trim that down a little bit and glue that on here. And that is done. I love this one. Now for the final reveal. Guys, let me know which one of these was your favorite. I enjoyed coloring these little wooden signs from Dollar Tree. I mean, they came in so handy. Because I knew I needed something for this video and I did not have all the time in the world. Let me know which one you liked today. And don't forget the host channels as well as the playlist in the description box below. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would appreciate if you would do so and hit that like button, that share button, and that notification bell as well, so you'll be notified every time I upload. And if you like budget-friendly DIYs, I suggest this video right here or this playlist. And stay safe until next time. Bye.